Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my face, then hi, I am Ellen and I am very excited to have you here. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, then I just want to give you a little bit of an explanation of what I do here. I make videos about veganism, mental health, living on a farm, day-in-the-day life, projects that we do here on the farm, animal stuff, because we have a lot of adopted animals here on our sanctuary, here on our farm. So it's a lot of things about that. So it's a lot of like vlogs and things like that. So if you like things like that, then please subscribe. That would make me very happy. But today's video has a very specific topic in mind. It's nothing farm style related or anything. And for those of you who don't know me, but can probably guess from the title of this video, is that I have autism. So it's called Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD. And it looks different for everyone. It's not like one is the same as the other one. It's like I have autism, but the next person who has autism might look completely different. Just not like look-wise. Like everyone, all of us look different from another, but we can all act different and have our own issues. So no, like all of us who have autism, we are not the same. We all have different issues and things like that. And I hear so many times, like all of the time, when I tell people that I have autism, I hear a lot of things that they say to me that I think are very misleading, and I think that people are not really well read on what autism, like the autism spectrum disorder really is. And I wanted to share like 5 common misconceptions about this topic. And they are topics that I feel like I hear a lot when I tell people that I have autism. And so I want to share it with you so that next time when you meet someone who has autism, you will be more read up about the subject and know more and know maybe not what you should not ask people who have autism. And well, like to have knowledge about things is always good, right? So the first misconception that I want to take up is autistic people act like Dustin Hoffman in his role in Rain Man. So the first misconception that I want to discuss is that people seem to think that people with autism are just like the character Rain Man, you know, the character that Dustin Hoffman played. And I have heard this so many times. I think he's getting so old. So autism is a spectrum disorder, right? So are you with me what that means? Spectrum disorder. And spectrum means that it differs from person to person. So not everyone are alike. So I can be here with my autism and then someone can be over here and then some people can be in the middle. It's like no one is like Rain Man, or some might be, but not all of us. So I hear it so many times. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, "Oh, so you're like Rain Man?" No. Or they say something like, "So are you like really good at math or something?" And I go, "No, actually, math is not my subject at all." So that's something I hear a lot. People seem to think that autistic people, they are perceived in movies, that they don't want to be touched, they can't have eye contact, they have no social skills whatsoever, and they are very like savant, like they are very good at like one particular thing, like Rain Man is, or they don't have any friends. What else? Yeah, they can't learn new things and things like that, and I hear so many things, and I'm like, haven't we gone past that now? It's like so many people have autism, and I really thought that more people would know what it is. It's a spectrum. Again, it's a spectrum. I can't like specify that enough. It's a spectrum, okay? No one is the other person alike. It's like we're all different, and it's a good thing. So this next one makes me very angry when I hear people talking about this. And people have actually said it to me too. So the next misconception is that people seem to think that autism is caused by vaccines. And I am If you're a anti-vaccine person, then please don't continue watching this. We have no similar values, so please go ahead and go away, please. But it's just like, people have said to me when I told them about autism, and they say like, oh, so it's because of the vaccine you took as a kid? And I'm like, oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So there are no studies that can say that this is true, none at all. So I'm not gonna give this any more of my time because I get angry when people say this. You're born with this, okay? It's nothing that you can just get. This is not a flu. You're born with it. You can't get rid of it. You're born with it. You can learn to have it and to like for me when I was younger, I didn't look people in their eyes. I thought it was quite scary. I had I didn't have any social skills. I still don't really know how to kind of interact with people, but it's just something that I've learned. And today I know social skills. I've just learned it. I've mimicked what other people have done. Sometimes it has worked, sometimes it has not worked. But it is, again, it's a spectrum, okay? And so for someone to say that it is caused by vaccines, it's simply not true, okay? So please, if you have said that before, stop saying it because it's simply not true. So the next misconception that I've heard a lot, and I've touched on it a little bit, is that people with autism have no empathy, and I don't agree with that at all. I think my autism, for me, is what made me have empathy towards people. I'm very empathetic, and I have a lot of feelings towards people, and I think that, well, with movies again, that we see autistic people like Rain Man, they have no social skills whatsoever, and so many of the autistic people I have met, they have so much empathy towards other people. We just maybe show it differently. I don't know. I think I show it very the way any other would. I think I just learned those social skills and these unwritten rules. I just learned them because I just want to. For me, my biggest thing when I was young is that I wanted to be normal, whatever that means. And that's something that girls are very good at. I'm gonna touch on this again soon. But it's called masking, and most girls, they tend to get diagnosed much later than boys because we are quite good at masking our problems and issues and things like that. And I got my diagnosis when I was 18, so that's very late. And boys tend to be when they are kids, when they're very young, maybe even in baby stage. But yeah, for me it was I just wanted to be like everyone else when I was young. I didn't understand why I was so different and why I didn't have any friends. But so I just started to mimic and to do what everyone, and I just studied people. I studied people so much, and I just did what they did. Sometimes it worked again and sometimes it didn't. But yeah, it's not true that autistic people lack empathy. That's simply not true. And this leads me into the next segment of another misconception, is that autism is a condition seen in boys. And well, it's no, both boys and girls have this. It's just that it can be seen differently, and like I said, boys tend to get their diagnosis much earlier than girls, and that is because what I've said. It's because they show it more outwards than girls. Typically, it's not all, but mostly that's what the case is. And usually all of the studies that have done on autism is done in boys. And yeah, so us girls who have autism, we kind of fall through the cracks a little bit, which is bad. I don't think that's the case today, but it's most studies have usually been done in boys. But yeah, I don't think that's the case today because so many people, both male and female, have autism today. So, but yeah, there are different characteristics of like what to look for, what is more typical in like boy autism and girl autism, and then again spectrum, so it can be like a little bit in between also. So the last one, actually, I just wanted to make this video like very quick and not long at all, so I hope it's not getting too long. But the last one is not really a misconception. It's more of something I have myself struggled with, and you know, with kind of like labels. And it's that I've said so about myself with this, is that are you high or low functioning autism? And I've been thinking about this term or this thing, like high or low functioning, and it sounds very negative, and I've been thinking of what you can say otherwise, and I still don't know, because if you could just like put a label on me, I would say that I am high functional, which means that I function mostly like everyone else, I guess. And then you have those low functional autistic people, and I don't really like saying that because it has a very negative tune to it. And it's like, so if you're high functioning like me, it's like you have this unrealistic expectation on you from other people that you are supposed to work like everyone else. And it's like I feel like I'm being misunderstood a lot of the times, because I have autism. I'm still autistic. I may be able to mask it and not show it that much and live quite a normal life again. But I still have it, and I still have my issues, and I still have to do my own thing with my issues, like with work, for instance. I can't have a normal work. I have to have like a very, like, I'm very autistic when it comes to my work. I need to have like a clear schedule. I need to know exactly what I'm doing. Something can't just be thrown at me, because then I will have like a meltdown. And I need to have like a good solid routine. But in my private life, I can be very like fluid and be like very, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and spontaneous. But at my work, I'm just like very autistic. I need to have like a clear routine. And then we have those autistic people who you can say are low functioning, that need like a solid routine all of the time, at work, at home, private life, all of it. And I'm not like that. But again, spectrum. So yes, I can't stress that enough. It's a spectrum, and please understand what spectrum means, okay? But I'm gonna read something here that I had on my phone. I've been like studying up a little bit on different articles, and I will leave all of them down below if you want to know more about this. But just on the are you high or low functioning? And I thought that this was quite good. A person described as low functioning may be given negative messaging and low expectation for their lives. Their high functioning peers often have unrealistically high expectation put on them, and their issues may be ignored because they come across as articulate. So with that, I still don't know what I want to call myself or put a label on, like, are you high or low functioning, because again, it's very negative. And it's like those high are perceived as better than those as low functioning. And it's like, it has a very negative tone to the whole thing. So I don't really know. Like, I have autism, period. Yeah, don't put a label more on that. I have autism. And I really like my autism. It makes me who I am. And today I love who I am. I love my quirkiness and all of what it entails of having autism. Sometimes, of course, it's hard because it entails having some mental issues, feeling quite depressed and sad sometimes, and not understanding why you react in some ways and things like that. But still, I wouldn't change my autism because it's a part of who I am. But we are all different. And when I was younger, I hated who I was. I just wanted to be like everyone else. I absolutely hated who I was. And it has taken a lot of years, a lot of therapy to get to where I am today. And I love where I am today. I'm living here on a farm with my fiance. We are getting married here on our farm. And we're here with our animals. We're growing a lot of our own food. I love what I'm doing with my life. I just feel like I'm on the right path. And speaking about autism is such like it's a subject that I feel very passionate about, since because I have it, and I feel like there's so many misconceptions out there, and can't we just be open to being different? I don't know, just an idea. Oh, by the way, have you guys seen the Netflix show Love on the Spectrum? Oh my god, that was the best thing I've seen in a while. Oh god, I felt it was such a feel-good show, and it was so like lovely to watch, and oh my god, you have to see it. If you haven't seen it, please see it, because it was absolutely lovely to watch. Oh, I just want to give them all a hug. They're my peers, you know? But anyway, that's it from me. I hope you liked this short video of mine talking about autism. I would love if you reached out to me, maybe if you have autism yourself or struggling with whatever. I would be happy to read it, to read your comment or your message. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I will link all of that down below. You can private message me there and I will answer. It's okay to have autism. It's a cool thing, actually. Don't be mad about it. Don't be sad about it. It's okay if you are. I completely understand it. If you hate yourself for having it and that you're different. But difference is cool. I'm gonna show you a tattoo actually that I have, that I took when I was like, what was it, like 18, and I took it because of my autism. So it says, why try to fit in when you are born to stand out? So I'm gonna leave it that. Why try to fit in when you're born to stand out? It's why like fit in a world where everyone just trying to fit in. People are quite boring, if you ask me. Stand out a little bit. Make a name for yourself. Use like really colorful clothes or whatever. Use whatever you want to wear and do your own thing and be proud of yourself. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.